Can you read to me the nameplate?
Judge Ebony K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman
Judge
accountable.
Ebony K. Williams.
People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Louis Burke
Equal
claims his
justice is
family
all about
restaurant
the most
lost business
important values of our
as
country:
disgruntled social
freedom,
media
integrity,
influencer
and those are the
negative
things that I'm
post.
striving
Clyde
for.
Ward
Ma'am,
says he
you run
wanted
your
to warn
household,
others
this
about
man
the
gets to
poor
run
service
his.
and
I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to
I
be
see
a
I've
voice
got
for the voiceless.
Louis
This
Burke
court
here.
cannot
He's
hold
my
this
plaintiff.
woman accountable.
Judge
People
Ebony
from
K.
all
Williams.
sectors. So the only thing that
Black,
matters in
white,
this particular
purple,
court: gay, straight,
$2,000
queer,
for
and that's
$2,000.
from North Carolina
Tell us why
by
we're
way of
doing that.
Louisiana with some
I
West
own a
Coast
restaurant
cool and a
in
New York edge.
St.
Do
Paul,
we have a problem,
Minnesota.
ma'am?
No,
Louis
I don't, Your
Burke
Honor.
claims his
Equal
family
about 5
restaurant
years.
all
lost
about the
business
most
We
important
pride
values
ourselves
of
on
our
social
country:
media
homemade
freedom,
family
integrity,
recipes from my
and those are
family's
the
going
things
back
that I'm
Clyde Ward
striving
says he
for.
wanted to
Ma'am, you
warn
run your
others
On one
about the
occasion,
poor
household, this man gets
service
to
and
run
defendant
his.
came in.
I decided to become
Apparently
an
he's some
attorney
sort of
and pursue the law.
I see I've got Louis
So the only
Burke
thing
here
that matters
as
is
my
court cannot hold
plaintiff.
this
He's
woman
my
accountable.
attorney.
People from all sectors of life, black, white,
So he came in one night, he was very busy, we
and that's
actually
what
were short staffed,
Do we
someone
have a
got sick.
problem?
I own a restaurant, I was in St. Paul,
the most
Minnesota.
important values of our
Louis
country:
Burke
freedom,
And
claims
about
his
5
family
years,
integrity,
restaurant
and those
we
are the
lost
things
were
that
our
I'm
busiest
striving
time
for.
doing
Ma'am,
homemade
you run your
family recipes
household,
from my
this man
family
gets to
going
run
back
his. I
Clyde
decided
Ward
to
says he
become an
wanted to
attorney
warn
on
others
occasion,
about
you
the
never
poor
reservations,
service
came
and
in, apparently he's some
This
sort
court
of a
cannot hold this woman
social
I see
media
I've got
People from
He
all
came in
sectors of
without
life,
thinking,
black,
he
white,
as my
purple,
plaintiff.
at least
gay,
half
straight,
drunk from
queer,
there.
and
Some
that's
other
what
people did come in after him. So he came in one night, we were very fortunate. We actually did call ahead to some of us that were coming in. I worked on issues when St. Paul, Minnesota, in a timely manner. And he came in pretty much our first time to homemade family recipes generations. And he never reservations. He apparently wasn't happy with recommending. He wasn't happy with the waiter. He came in at that point because they tried to at least have a situation. Some other people had come in after him now. So he came in once I was probably going short staff, St. Paul, Minnesota, and some issues with myself, situations in a private matter, which homemade Santa Juan. As per the video,
What do you want?
review on what pages are in the Senate came in,
and that was
he wasn't happy with it. He wasn't happy with it. He came in that one, tried to wait. So he came in one situation, busy. We actually can't be able to staff. And he didn't see much data about that. He didn't call himself. There were some issues. We came in and we pretty much just
What drama's starting to heat up? Citing the What's fascinating is these kids are right because I think there were
getting his food People can't really be a judge. We don't really decide that situation, but what we do is we do decide on the previous side. And that's one of the things that we would be taking out.
Okay, let's talk customers. Clyde not just he's accusing staff of let's be creative. Bad citizen that arrest was a disaster. What's even more intriguing is the people that came on board should have been more proactive to address it. Or did it do the best to a short staff situation? There's a lot of back and forth. With Judge Edwin Williams is absolutely driving the point home because our service communication and handling things let's not be a first time. We need to question this because the influence was arrested for murder of Jason Jones. Judge Williams took his and will be game changing.
I did represent
This case highlights It also raises interesting questions about restaurant owners can negatively impact and how should restaurants address It's a complex issue. We found this case is shocking. Make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts with us. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Trust me, you won't want to miss the taxpayers. People just
William If Vicky's so friendly, very well, she would never let me out. But she's like, it was just, you know, my fiance, I go like, I tried to write it out for Vicky, and I wanted her to not that I would see that I would never join them. Her Vicky is so friendly to everybody. She was like, I swear to you, she was like, I met my on the way to my family, you know, and I she was always text messages from my
Let's talk about that. Clyde Ward says he needs it's not just a small people. Here's to Clyde been one of the main things that sure, but serves as a substitute, a professional how do you balance these Ashley.
$8,000 of sunk costs in a romantic relationship therapy. What I can help you with is the law.
That this was a person that I would finally trust.
Well, I wanted that too.
Okay, ladies. All right. Yeah, let's give them some.
Any final thoughts
So
for
it
each
sounds
other?
like you two had a pre-existing agreement.
I wanted to
both
believe her. I
mutually
wanted to
paid
believe that this baby
50% of
person
expenses
was
associated
innocent,
with
but
the
you
creation
don't
of a child who
hide,
that is
you know,
correct,
these
right?
messages
Okay.
from
You
someone.
have adhered to your part.
It just did
You
not
have
seem like an
breached your
innocent
part.
exchange.
However,
And
I hear you saying it sounds like y'all might have breached is a result of a condition of take up with a high trained intimacy romantic relationship therapist. You are found what I can help you with is some of the conditions of your partner's agreement. So you might want to consider being a single mom, but if that's not in the cards for you, it's $8,000 of sunk costs. So it sounds like you two had a pre-existing agreement of mutually paid 50% of expenses associated with the creation of a child through IVF. That is correct, right? Okay. You have adhered to your part. You have breached your part. However, I hear you saying to me, ma'am, that your breach is a result of a condition of your agreement, which said that the fidelity would be intact.
Sorry. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Potts, you are found in breach of some of the conditions of your partner's agreement. So you might want to consider being a single mom, but if that's not in the cards for you, it's $8,000 of sunk costs that I can't help you
The drama
with.
in this
The
courtroom
plaintiff's
isn't
case is
just about
dismissed.
money.
That's
It's about
ruling.
emotions running high. Zia is convinced that Greta's relationship with her co-worker Vicky has gone beyond professional boundaries. But here's the kicker. The text messages between Greta and Vicky are hard to ignore. They're calling each other babe, flirting back and forth, and making plans for dinner after work hours. All of this adds up to a strong case of mistrust. But the real question is, did Zia have the right to act this way? Or is this just a classic case of misunderstanding? What would you do if you were in Zia's shoes? Think about it. The tension here is palpable. All right, let's break it down. Judge Ebony K. Williams has ruled in favor of the defendant in this emotional and complex case. It turns out that Greta Potts is in breach of some crucial conditions of her IVF agreement with Zia AEL. The court found that trust, a key component of their agreement,
This has been a
was
production
broken.
of Allen Media
Greta,
Group.
you might want to start thinking about how to handle this as a single mom. As for Zia, it's a reminder of just how essential honesty and transparency are in any relationship, especially when big decisions like starting a family are on the table. If you've ever been in a relationship dilemma like this, you know it's not just about the money. It's about commitment and emotional security. And there you have it. Folks, another chapter closed on equal justice. What do you think? Were both parties in the wrong here, or is one more at fault than the other? Let us know in the comments if you're invested in these real-life legal dramas. And make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on the next episode of Equal Justice. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching.